YouTube, it's Cabover Gary back. Guess what showed up? I'm gonna unload my radiator. About time. Happy that it's finally done. I also picked up some parts for one of our subscribers. He should be happy that I'm getting them. It's from that junkyard in West Texas that I have a couple videos on. But yeah, let me get these parts on the fork and I'll be right back. Well, unfortunately I lost some footage. So basically, we brought the radiator in. I stood it up, slid the forks together, stood it up in between the two mounting points on the forklift, and I held it in place as my friend Dalton there drove it forward on the forklift. When it got close to the truck, I leaned the top back and he drove the top in, and then I just kind of stood it back up. So right here, I'm trying to get the bottom in far enough on to get it into the mounts, but it's really narrow fitting there with the AC condenser on. I didn't want to disconnect my AC condenser. I didn't have access here at my friend's shop to a machine to recycle the AC, so I didn't want to unhook it. And well, I mean, it's not environmentally friendly just to bleed that stuff in the air, and I also didn't want to incur the cost of refilling it, so I kind of dealt with it in place, which made getting it in there really tight. But they go in and out on a Freightliner through the front, no problem. Having the forklift, all I did was there's the two mounting bolts that come down and bolted to the cross member. I just slid the forks together so it was next to them, and yeah, we just kind of used the forklift to hold it in place and me slowly moving it around. I did put tape around the edge of the opening just in case I bumped it lightly. It wouldn't scratch the paint, especially since that's my fresh paint there. But yeah, here it's almost in. Just kind of getting in the last little bit, pushing it, and can't remember what's going on here. I think I dropped it into the wrong hole and we had to lift it back up out of it there. But yeah, this is as long. I mean, really the only part that you guys missed was me driving into the shop and basically standing it up, taking it off the forks, sliding the forks together, standing it up on there, and lifting it into the truck. So really didn't take a whole long time to do this. But unlike, Chad Keegan, he just did, unfortunately he did on the blue truck. It still leaked on him. But on the Kenworth, I guess you got to bring him up and over, which he also didn't. I don't think he had access to a forklift like I did. I'm really fortunate in that aspect. He did his all by himself, and I couldn't have done this way if I didn't have my friend there helping me. So I'm really fortunate that my good buddy Dow with 3G Fabrication lets me use the shop, and I have a little apartment here and everything. Really fortunate. I have a terrific friend. So I try to even it out, but he's way ahead on the favors just because of how I use his shop. I wish I could make it better and more even, but he's glad to help me. So yeah, radiator's in there, and I'm just kind of checking it, wiggling it around. It's just kind of sitting in there. So yeah, that's the condenser there. I wrapped the condenser in cardboard, so All right, so it's in place. Just needs all bolted up and everything hooked back up. But what a relief. That went pretty good. So I'll bring you back once I get it all bolted in. That's no fun to watch. Well guys, it's in and she's running. It's all burped, ready to go. So it all went pretty smooth. Let me shut it off. It all went pretty smooth for the most part. And I'm happy to have it all back together. I'm ready to go home. Miss the family. So, gonna clean up in the morning and then load up and go home. I can see all the way through the truck. I've never been able to do that. I can see through the radiator to the lights behind it now. That's crazy. That radiator must have been plugged up for a while. But yeah, that's end of this video, and I'll try to get one of me loading up tomorrow. And thanks again for watching. The channel's been doing good lately, so happy about that. And I'll keep putting out videos. I'll catch you guys next time.